Hi there, Lloyd Machedo. Speaking to you from LloydMachedo.com. Who is Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding? Today, I happened to get a young woman who spoke to me. She booked a session with me, and we had a conversation. And as we were talking, she was discussing about her career, about making money, about being successful. She just broke down. She just broke down and started to cry. And I just stopped. I just stopped and I let her finish because I knew something was really bothering her. And then she vented out her frustrations about, being successful, about not being able to make money, about not being, at the top of her game in her career. She gave me examples of her brother, her sister, of her relatives. And, she was under tremendous pressure. So I let her calm down. After a few minutes, which went on for quite some time, I kind of let her breathe and tell me again what was on her mind. And she started to unravel things that, she was born and raised in a very simple family. She aspired to do a lot of things. She wants to make her family proud. She wants to be successful. She wants to be rich. She wants to be famous. She wants to take care of her family. All good things. Everything that was good. Now, one of the things which I want you to keep in mind is that if you start looking at other people, and you admire them, that's all right. But if you start looking at other people and compare yourself to them, you're never going to be happy, because there is always someone out there who's better than you. There's always someone out there who's richer than you. There's always someone out there who is more successful or whatever. Now, let's assume that you want to achieve success, that you want to be rich, you want to be famous. Don't start comparing yourself where you are to someone who's really up there. It can really overwhelm you. Now, let's say, for example, now I'm starting off with internet marketing. Now, I've never been actually hardcore on internet marketing. I just never was into internet marketing. I was never into social media marketing. I just let people get in touch with me through my content. However, ever since the algorithms changed, I realized if people have to come to know about me, I need to master this art. As I started to get in touch with people, I even got in touch with 20-year-olds. I even got in touch with 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds. I was pretty overwhelmed with the fact that many of them had, let's say, sales teams. Some of them had, these, they were part of these groups like ClickFunnels. Some of them were earning 6-figure income, 7-figure income. Some of them were making like 20,000, 30,000 per month. I even met a young man who was making $11,000 a day. Just imagine, a day. One of them had, he had 272 funnels, systems in place. Another lady, she had, she was doing seminars, she was completely booked. And this really overwhelmed me a lot. I was like, my goodness, they have their systems in place. And they were really successful in what they were doing. And when I looked at them, I'm at a zero. And they are up here with their systems. All right. Many of them, they had their flashy cars, they had their big houses, and they had a perfect life that I could see through social media. Many of them were traveling, and that really made me think. Here is me, 40, 41, 42 years old, and I'm looking at people who are, let's say, in their 20s, who are younger than me, but they are far more successful. And that really got to me. And for a minute, I'll tell you this. I'm being very honest about this. I was upset. I was really upset. I was like, man, this is bad. And it kind of got to me as well. I didn't have a single system in place. I didn't have any strategy of internet marketing. I didn't have teams. And it really ruined my day. In fact, it really ruined my week. And it has made me obsessed. And ever since that day, I've been constantly searching, scanning, researching, trying to figure out ways and means how I can create this system online. Now, I was in one of these moments where I was really stressed out. I was really sitting. I was really, having this massive headache when my wife just walked in. My wife walked in and she, obviously being my wife, she can read my emotions and feelings. Women have that. She looked at me and said, in her broken English, whatever, darling, relax, relax. I said, I'm okay. She said, no, you relax. I know you want to make money for family, for baby. You relax, because if you're sick, we have nobody. And she came and she just massaged my head. She was massaging my shoulders. She was standing behind me as I was just doing my work. She reminded me I need to take my vitamins. She reminded me that I need to eat food on time. She reminded me that I need to sleep, because she loves me. And, it really made me feel nice to know that she cared about me. Now, after she went away, I had to switch off. I just went, had a nap. When I got up, whenever I feel heavy, I always take a nap. When I got up, I reminded myself, everything starts with one step, just one step at a time. So that is where I decided, okay, if I need to start internet marketing, what is the first step? The first step was revamping my online brand. Okay, so from where does my online brand start? My online brand starts from obviously my website, because that is the image of who I have, of what I have. So I decided we will start with this project number 1. And to understand what I need to do with my website, I got in touch with a website consultant. I got in touch with a guy who's good at selling through his website. I got in touch with a team that designs this website. So step by step, got in touch with a couple of people. I spoke to my friend who's a copywriter. And we sat down, and I've decided to take this as my first step. Now, that's what it's going to be. After the first step, I already have my second step in mind. And from the second step, the third, the fourth, I've just taken a few steps. Now, if I look at it, I'm not anywhere close to creating a system. This is just one step. It's not a system. It's just one step. However, I can't create a system until I complete step number 1. So I move from step 1, then I move to step 2. And here's something for you to consider and think about. This is the third year. This is the third year that I'm repeating this process once again. I've created websites. I've done away with them. I've recreated them, rebranded them. So the process has never stopped. I've always found out a way and mean to improve. In fact, this Machedo.com website, if you check it out, I sat down with a team and we spent a lot of time, a lot of resources to build it up to the way it was. And now I'm breaking it down again and recreating it. It is unbelievable. But I need to do this in order to evolve. So that's step number 1. The second is maybe start blogging and creating videos and articles. And so all I'm trying to make you understand is, if you compare yourself to somebody who is already established, it will be overwhelming. All you got to do is have a vision of where you want to be. Have a vision, fine. But then just take one step. Don't start thinking, how am I going to make my 6 figures? How am I going to make my 7 figures? You first focus on making 10. After you've made, let's say, $10, then you start focusing on 20. After you made 20, then focus on 50. After 50, then you focus on 100. So it's each one step at a time. So what I want you to understand through this video is, please stop getting fascinated with these people that you see 6-figure, 7-figure. He has a Rolls Royce, he has a Bentley, he has babes, he's traveling around the world, or she is so successful. They all started off somewhere. and they took one step at a time. If I were to compare myself to Cristiano Ronaldo, Conor McGregor, let's say, Bill Gates, or anybody who's rich, famous, I think I would feel pretty depressed. So I'm me. That's all I am. And I can be the best of what I possibly can be. So what is important is for me to do the best with whatever I have, try to achieve success to whatever limits I can, but while enjoying the process, but while enjoying the journey. Because, like I give this analogy, there are 10 people, there are 10 people, as you can see. Let's say all of them want to achieve business. Now these 10 guys all work hard, all are equal. Then one fine day, one of them meets with an accident. Now we have 9 guys. So as they're going forward, one of them decides, okay, enough of this business, I need to settle down with my family. Okay. Then another one has problems with his family, goes to a painful divorce, he's gone. Then another one has his children and he decides to focus on them. The next one has one of his business partners cheat him. So now you have 5 guys. Out of the 5 guys, as years pass by, one of them is, let's say, has health issues. He drops off. The other one has problems with the government. The other one has bad debts. The other one got hit by recession. Now you have only 1 guy. Out of 10 guys, the 10 people who started off, you have only 1 guy left. Now this 1 guy continues and manages to achieve his millions. And he comes out with a book. He comes out with a book saying that how you can achieve your dreams, how you can be successful, whatever. Now you have these 9 other guys who also tried business. Now you can focus on the one and say, he did it, I can do it. You can focus on the 9 and say, they didn't do it. The chances maybe I also may not do it, but I can still go ahead. So I think it's very important to be realistic. The guy who has succeeded, who's at the top, would give you, the 10 principles of success, focus, dedication, whatever. The 9 others, they were also focused, they were also dedicated, they were also whatever. But then life just happened. We always tend to focus on the exception to the rule. The Steven Spielberg, the James Bond, the Mike Tyson, the Ellen DeGeneres, we always focus on the one, the Tom Cruise, the Leonardo DiCaprio, the Pablo Picasso. But we forget that for this every one person that there is, there have been, millions and billions of others. So it's like buying a lottery ticket, and because one person has won it, you also have hope that you'll win it. But that doesn't mean that you'll actually win it. So through this video, I just want you to have a realistic sense of life. I just need you to understand that don't compare yourself to others. Be competitive, aspire to be better, do your best, hope for good things, prepare yourself for the bad. But then keep in mind that the chances of success are always very slim. The chances of failure are pretty high. And no matter what happens, you will give your best. That is all you can control. And you should enjoy the journey. That's what finally matters. So that's the same thing what I told this girl. And I told her, take it easy, one step at a time, enjoy the journey. And that's what I want to tell you. So if you want to be rich, you want to be successful, 7 figures, 8 figures, whatever, you want to earn 1 million, start with 1, move to 10, go to 100, go to 1,000, step by step. And somewhere down the line, you will understand and learn and discover more things about you, and that will help you become a much better person. So live from Machedo.com, who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding. Let me know your thoughts. I always read your comments in the comment section down below. Like the video, thumbs up. Don't like it, thumbs down. This is me signing off for now. Take care.